All right,
If
word.
y'all see me lift up in the air today, it's because they got a tornado watch here for.
Oh, for real? In
Yeah,
Pittsburgh?
yup.
Oh,
Yeah.
Dad, that's what I said. This the second one we done had in the past like
Nigga,
couple
it's
months.
always something going
right.
on near you.
I'm.
Cause
Literally.
like,
This is crazy. This climate change got to stop. That was the one thing we would prided ourselves is we don't get no tornadoes around here.
yeah, 'cause I thought like Oklahoma and Kansas was like tornado country.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, because
Yeah, like out west.
we got a bunch of hills and stuff here, so it usually dissipates. But I want to say about 2 months ago, there was one. No, no, not 2 months ago. Last month, I think there was one over by the zoo.
Damn.
Yeah, they had to shut down the zoo for a long time.
Did any of the animals get, swept up in it?
Come on. son.
It wasn't that powerful, but that would have been funny though. That'd been
Like,
so
like on Twister, you saw the cows, so it's like you just saw
Oh
like
man,
zebras and shit.
Right.
Like,
that little
but
baby
anyway,
elephant they was hyping up a couple years ago, just be up in the
uh,
air.
y'all got a new baby elephant?
They was that ain't new. It was
Oh.
like 6, 7 years ago. They was hyping it up like all across the city about this baby elephant named Zuri.
Oh, I
Yeah,
want to see Zuri now.
yeah.
Anyway,
It was cool. I mean, it was better than the other reason they hyped up the zoo, and that was when the little boy got eaten by the African dogs. But that's another incident.
why the African dogs had to
They
go?
was it was they was there for a long time. They're called African painted dogs, and for some reason this little white boy fell over the thing into the enclosure,
No.
and it was like our city's version of Harambe, but it turned out way worse because the little boy died.
Oh.
And yeah,
Hey, what up, Slick 600? But
he got eaten up by them
Oh,
dogs, and they had to kill all the dogs and shit. So
Damn.
well, recommend something passe to that kid. Uh,
what?
more. Oh, that's well. Have you ever played Assassin's Creed 2? That's what Ezio would say
Okay.
after he
um,
kills someone. It's like it's supposed to be like old Italian for rest in peace. But anyway, Lavendar, can you put Luna on the camera? This is Luna's premiere on the SOS.
If you don't stop walking on me, madam, go this way. Say
oh,
hello.
Hey, Luna.
Whoops. Say hello. Hmm. Now that I try to keep her still, she don't
There
want
she
to.
is.
There she go.
So her eyes are open now.
Oh yeah, wide open. They start off blue in the beginning, and then they turn into their natural color. Her mom's eyes are yellow, so we're just assuming it'll probably be yellow.
Okay. Let's see. But I don't know if you met Dope Diana yet, Lavendar, but
Hello.
to,
oh,
to your right, that's Dope Diana. Former rapper, I guess. She wants to do singing now. But she's a good
Alright.
singer.
thanks.
She's a good singer.
We ain't gonna
But
be blessed with the bars no more, Diana.
she says she says a feature has to like request it. But
Yeah,
so she'll still spit some bars, but
if a feature wants it, not on
Okay.
purpose.
so she'll still give us that 2017.
What was like?
Dope
Was it
Diana.
like the Gucci Mane thing where he was charging like 2,000 for a feature? You gonna do that?
Exactly.
Wow.
That boy
But
was tripping.
but yeah, Di, let's see if you can disclose any of this stuff. You said you guys are working on a label, or you started a label.
I'm in the talks of being with a certain label. Yes.
Okay, still in the talks with it. Okay,
Yeah.
so it's like an indie label.
Yeah. Just put out some good energy for me.
Okay.
Hey, okay, hey, so Diana, you might have a feature request right now. Slick 600 is he also be melodizing that's not a word, but anyway, he be serenading. So y'all definitely have some good shit going.
Now follow me.
Yeah, see, look, he says it in the comments. Dope Diana X Slick 600. I love the cultural appropriation from anime that you rap. Remember Lavendar? The X was our thing. That was an anime
It
thing.
was.
But
It
look at you,
was.
Spy X Family, Hunter X Hunter. Yeah, I say the X in all
Very
of them. I
funny.
know you're not supposed to, but
XX Holic. That's the only one
X
direction.
X.
Yeah, I didn't know you wasn't supposed to say the X for the longest time. I used to be talking about that show XX Holic all the time, and people be looking at me crazy when I
Oh
say
wait,
it.
we're not even supposed to say the X. It's literally this. It's literally
Nah,
this
nah.
number.
Somebody was like, "It's just called Holic." I'm like, "Shut up." Why they put it in
It's
there
just
if you
called
weren't supposed to say
Nah,
it?
it's XX-holic.
Yeah,
It's XX-holic. I've always been XX-holic. That's no.
Anyway, catch Slick 600 and Big Juan on the what they want podcast.
yeah. What they want
I almost said it wrong. Oh my goodness, I was about to say whatever they want, but it's what they want podcast. And Slick,
directly.
it's your
Yeah,
uncle, right? That's the third host. Anyway, check those guys out. I let
yeah,
them
yeah. His
know
uncle was on
more.
here before one time too.
Oh really? Damn, I
Yeah,
missed that. All right. But yeah, they be
yeah.
talking about some wild shit. There's this woman talking about, how she likes to fillet. But anyway, yeah, they talk about some wild shit there. So go watch them at 9. Okay, they come
Yeah,
on right after us. Yeah,
yeah. As I said, we need our own TV channel so we can have back to back programming. You know
I
what I
know,
mean?
You're
right?
right.
Big
Yeah,
Unk. Okay, Big Unk. Shout out to Big Unk.
yeah.
Catch those guys at 9 p.m. But anyway, also, according to Big News, Sip Tea with Senpais just had like their very first episode in a long. I
We
still have not.
came back. We came back as of
I
last
still hadn't
weekend.
listened to it, but I seen it. Okay, YouTube was like, "Hey, motherfucker, guess what? Sip Tea with Senpais is back."
What is that?
Yes.
Oh, that's
So,
Lavendar's podcast. Lavendar, go ahead and explain what sipping teas with senpais is.
so we are a bunch of POC women just going over and geeking about anything involving anime, cosplay,
Mm.
whatever's going on in the world. We just take an hour, sometimes two, just going over everything that's going on with the world, what we think should be going on with the world, and it's pretty much just a chill podcast. So
Oh, nice.
yeah,
I gotta check
yeah,
that out too.
Yeah,
yes.
you probably be a guest on there
I
too.
be
I will
I be
take
dipping
all the
my
guests.
toe.
I'm waiting on our big collaboration, and it's all over Instagram. Like, hey, you two are
Yes,
collabing together. Get on there.
That,
yes. Sooner or later, the SOS
Literally.
senpai shall collide. They
Yes.
shall pour
Mm-hmm.
their tea on our tentacles, and then we shall wrap our tentacles around them, and then we shall.
Sounds X-rated.
I'm just kidding. I'll wrap my tentacles around Doom Lord though. But yeah, but I heard everybody was on the show, right? Like
Yeah, it's
like
just
yourself,
hard to get
Doom
us all
Lord,
together.
Naira,
So
Chin
yeah,
Chili.
Doomlord, Naira, Chinchilli, Yahida. We at the moment what we're doing is pretty much we're trying to host every weekend, so that's between Saturday or Sunday, depending on how busy we are.
yeah.
We'll gather as many senpais as we can. But it is what it is. So, but yeah, there's 5 of us. So yeah, it's
Y'all
just whoever
intro
we can
music
gather at
should
the time.
be. Y'all intro music should always be for every episode. I'm sipping tea in your hood by XXX Tentacion.
Oh my
You ever,
god.
y'all,
Who's
you
What
that?
a
you
truck.
ever heard that song?
I heard of it. I've
Yeah,
heard of it. I did not think about that though. That's hilarious. I would do it too, cause I'm the edit. I do all the edits, audio work. That's all me. So I would definitely take that in consideration for
or
sure.
or or what's the other one? Well, never mind. Even though he does mention tea on it, but the
Oh,
song is called
lifted by
Lemonade. Yeah, by TK.
TK-47.
He drinks
She
lemonade.
drinks
I
lemonade.
drink
I
honey.
drink lifted. Oh boy, college was a great time when both of them was active at the same time. Boy, that was great.
Yeah.
That was
You know,
great.
the sad thing is, when Tentacion died, I think I was hanging with Diana and Austin that day, and we all found out. I was like, oh,
The
well,
day
that's
he
sad.
actually died?
Yeah, we was like, oh, well, that's sad. So we
Man,
was hanging out. It was like, well,
it was crazy because him and
that ruined our
Wapo,
day. Like,
him and Wapo died within like a couple of days of each other.
yes,
So like
Wow.
Wait,
it
within
was
minutes? I thought it was like within days. Like,
no, it was within days. Yeah,
oh, okay. I was gonna say, but that's still too close. But
yeah, that was crazy. Like him and Wapo died like almost back to back. That was crazy. Then they caught TK boy. Oh my god, I couldn't believe they caught that boy.
TK was too real. Okay, like it was
That
not.
boy didn't even make it outside the Georgia State line. He was still there. Oh, TK, why you got 90 something years, bro? Dang.
Damn.
That's
But he
crazy.
wore the glasses. They should have gave him like
I
70.
know. Everybody knows if you wear glasses to court, they're not supposed to convict you.
You wouldn't convict a guy with glasses like that.
That was my favorite tweet of that. Like Lavendar Diana, I don't know if y'all saw that tweet. I showed Tenzin was during the trial. He came in with glasses and a suit, and then somebody was like, "You wouldn't convict somebody with glasses, would you?"
You know what he fucked up on? He should have wore a kufi as well. I think
Yeah,
that
he should have.
Right.
You should have wore a kufi, or you could do what my uncle did: walk into court with a big old wooden cross around your neck. And Tenzin, I'm gonna let you guess which uncle it was who did that. Because I'm pretty sure you know which one.
Was it Uncle Respect?
Yep.
Y'all gonna respect me, damn it.
I love the impression he had on you. Unfortunately, you only had met him like twice. Like, if
I mean,
that.
he was always cool to me, but it was just like, yeah, when you told me what he did, like after the party, I was like, dang, all right. But you
For
know,
those who don't know, we had one of my excursions down to Atlanta. We went to a surprise party for one of our cousins, and let's just say my uncle tends to drink a little too much, and like Tenzin said, he was cool at first. Well, actually, no, technically he wasn't because he did ruin the surprise. Remember?
well, well, they said like it was technically your grandma that did, but like she didn't know any better though. But
No, yeah, my grandma had Alzheimer's, so
Right,
she couldn't help it. He, on the other hand, refused to hide and sat in the middle of the room, like, and then later on, yeah, he started getting wild and yelling at everybody and stuff. It was not a good time for a lot of people. But this said case with the wooden cross apparently happened back at like late '80s, early '90s. He was accused of stabbing somebody. And he and when he came into the courtroom every day for trial, he would walk in. My mom said with his hands like this, with a big old wooden cross on. And
that's ODing right there.
he did not, in fact, go to prison. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Let's put a big ass cross on your neck.
You walking like the Pope every day?
It was, I mean,
This dude's cool.
From what it sounded like, apparently the prosecution wasn't exactly the most competent because his alibi for like not being the one who stabbed the dude was like, what at the time? Well, because the guy said he stabbed because he woke up and my uncle was standing over him with the knife. Which the guy was like, well, I think he stabbed me, but my uncle said because he had EMT training, he was like he was trying to save him. And he was saying, but at the actual time of the actual stabbing, he said he was at my grandfather's house eating dinner, and he described everything he had for dinner that night.
I remember that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, my grandfather was also in the courtroom when he described it. So when they put my grandfather on the stand, obviously my granddad just said everything my uncle had just said.
But what was it? Was it your mom who like, or was it you that was like, because the dramatization? Because like, what did he say? He was like,
when he was talking about
corn.
The corn. Oh yeah, when he was talking about the dinner that he had. Supposedly, he like played it up real big. Like this man put on a whole performance during this case. So he was like, "Oh, the corn. I had the most excellent corn. My father and his wife." And then they had the steak. Oh, the steak and the potatoes. Oh my god! And I enjoy. And how could I have enjoyed a meal like that and gone to a stab?
Yo, you gotta give him props for that one.
Nah, and then apparently my granddad tried to bribe. My granddad's dead, so the statute of limitations way go off of this. But my granddad apparently tried to bribe the dude who got stabbed for
Oh my
$200.
$200.
He walked up to him in the middle. He walked up to him during one of the recesses and was like, "Here, boy, go ahead." My granddad's from South Carolina, so I'm doing a very awful South Carolina impersonation. Here, boy, go ahead and take this $200. and and apparently the dude's brother like, "Boy, don't you take that money." He says,
"Oh my god," he was actually thinking about it too.
He definitely was thinking about it. And then I guess the dude got on the stand after my uncle and my grandfather did this, alley-oop play for the steak and mashed potato story. And he was like, "Well, technically, I don't know who stabbed me." Like, he like said the thing of like, oh, well, I mean, he told the truth. Like he said, yeah, my uncle was just standing there and he don't know if my uncle actually stabbed him or not. So anyway, the case, and they ended up letting my uncle go. And my granddad goes up to the guy after the thing, and he said, "Hey, I just want to thank you." And he said, "For what, sir?" He said, "For not taking my $200."
Oh my God.
And then apparently the whole day was capped off for my granddad. He's with my mom and my uncle and everything, and he said, "One thing I didn't learn from this, yeah." And my uncle said, "What, Dad?" "Always stab a dumbass."
Always stab a dummy.
Hey man, you couldn't make some shit like that
right.
up even if you
Why
tried.
was your uncle stabbing the dude or allegedly stabbing the dude?
Right.
Listen, I wasn't born, so I don't know if he actually.
I mean, can't do the double jeopardy, so he could probably say, "Yeah, I did it." So what? And it'll be
yeah. So like listen, I don't know if my uncle actually stabbed this dude. Like I said, I wasn't born. I don't know. My mom didn't know either. According to the story, the dude just said that he woke up with a stab wound, and my uncle was over top of him. Now, but my uncle said he had EMT training and he was trying to save the dude's life. I don't know if my uncle actually stabbed this man. He very well could have.
I have so many questions. I have so many.
Right.
It's like, where was this dude when he woke up? Was he in the street or?
No. This was at their apartment building. They lived in the same apartment building.
Oh.
And apparently
woke up.
Apparently they had issues before.
He stabbed that man. That's crazy.
Excuse me. He did not stab him because he was enjoying a delicious plate of steak, mashed potatoes, and corn.
Fuck you and your uncle and the damn corn. What the fuck?
All right. Why would you stab somebody on a full stomach? That would even make no sense.
Right. Yeah. You have the itis after that.
Yeah, exactly. You don't eat no soul food and then go stab somebody. You do that before.
Nah, that means you really want to kill that motherfucker. Like,
yeah.
Kill this nigga. Shit.
That's incredible.
If
the
steak and potatoes hit, you must have quit.
Oh my God.
I love it.
Again, statute of limitations is up. And one of the people involved in that case is already dead. So, and also, like you said, double jeopardy. And I don't officially know nothing, so I feel comfortable telling that story.
All right.
Crazy, man. I'm telling you, that's one of them stories. My mom always says we got stories in our family like people would think you was lying, but like, and she was like even telling me like, I know it sounds ridiculous, but I was in the courtroom and I couldn't believe the things that were happening in front of me. I think the worst is my granddad trying to buy somebody off for $200. And then brag to him about him not taking it. That's the worst part.
I mean, just imagine the court reporter or stenographer, whatever you call it, just typing it like the fuck, like just like
Yeah. No, that and having him tell the same story that he just heard somebody else tell back to back. It wasn't even a whole day. They just had him get up right after. Like that's so funny. But see, that's what TK should have did. TK should have came in there with a big wooden cross, with his glasses and his suit.
That shit worse than the Young Thug court case.
Oh man, I don't know. I think they might just end up letting him go.
Yeah, because that case is just ridiculous at this point. It's
crazy.
just especially all the witnesses they keep calling who automatically can't remember nothing, even though they all snitched like months before.
Right? Yeah,
Bruh. But I thought he was going to jail at first. On that opening day when the homegirl started talking about bleach in the middle of the trial, she was like, "Oh, well, there's this show Bleach."
Oh yeah.
And I'm just like, "Girl, what are you talking about?" I'm like,
or like, what was that? The acronym for thug? I was just like,
"Oh yeah, truly humble under God."
That's wow.
That was really funny.
All type of shit,
bruh. I'm just.
It's
And then, like, I think one of his other lawyers got caught on separate gang charges. Like,
yeah, like what the fuck? Like, how
that was a white girl too. It was like this white girl. I was like, yo, this is crazy.
Oh yeah, that was weird. The whole thing just been weird as fuck.
Yeah, this whole case just been goofy. Like, and you could tell, like, every time I see clips of the trial, you could tell, like, the judge is on his last brain cell. Like he's just like I'm just over it.
No, I think it should be a mistrial because they the last thing I heard happened was the judge and the witness and the person on the other side of Thug's lawyer, like they all had like a secret meeting and you can't do shit like that. Like the nigga was like not talking. And then they had their secret meeting, and then the dudes just started like, okay, I'm gonna start telling everything and stuff like that.
Wow.
And they didn't tell Thug's lawyer, and the lawyer was like confronted him in court, like the judge confronted the judge in court and was like,
yeah, because wasn't he about to go to jail?
Yeah, he went to jail. I think they threw him in jail because the judge was like, who told you that? And it's like, what do you mean? Who told me that? You're not supposed to do that.
Yeah.
Like the judge should be in jail, but the lawyer's in jail. So, I don't know. It's fucking crazy. Weird. They were talking about goat blood and chicken blood and a whole bunch of weird shit going on.
Yeah, it's just crazy. Like, the only real thing I thought he was definitely going to get in trouble for was that whole like, if one of the things in the RICO like charges was like they accused him of renting a car for these two dudes, and then those two dudes used that rental car to go do a drive-by on somebody. Like, that was the only thing I thought he was going to get really messed up for, because I thought they was going to get him on like.
One thing is though, if you go for a RICO, I thought you're supposed to have like something's like at least something solid. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna go for something.
Well, the documents, it was like that initial RICO document was huge. Like, I remember they posted the whole thing on like Twitter, and I was like, that's crazy. Like, it was a lot. It was a lot up in there. But, yeah, because I think they was following them for years. But that was the only thing that I thought for sure he was definitely going to get in trouble for. Like, but yeah, the weakest case was definitely against Gunna. Like, Gunna's, they just seem like they got him for standing next to them for too long. Like, that was
listen to his music, and I'm just like, okay, is he even like a gangster? Like, he talks about like the most gangster thing he'll talk about is like maybe selling weed or something. But
exactly. Like, that's why I was so confused when I saw his name a part of it. Like, hey man. I don't know.
Really? Ghana? Really? Wow. Okay.
I also thought it was mad funny all the dorky idiots online was like, well, oh, Gunna's a snitch. I'm like, shut up. Like,
I mean, like,
he wasn't even snitching.
Right.
Man, if you had a chance to get out of jail free, or go to jail for how long is a him in jail for? Nigga, snitch on everybody. I'm not going to jail for nobody.
But yeah, but even what he did, he didn't snitch on anybody. What he had to do was an Alfred plea.
Yeah.
And essentially, what that is, you have to acknowledge that the organization is a criminal organization. Which, like, again, I don't consider that snitching because you didn't say anybody's actual real name. All you had to do was say, "Hey, this is a criminal organization," and I'm just like,
right.
Well,
that's
it's like more so. It's like.
That's like
it's saying like it's like I maintain my innocence, but at the same time I do acknowledge that the state
right
shit on me. But I'm maintaining my it's I feel like it's one of those things that only rich people can get.
Right. Oh yeah. No, I don't really know too many regular ordinary people who could get off on that weird Alfred plea thing. I think it's like because he was gonna they found something for him to get out on. But no, he didn't name no actual names. Like they said that he just had to acknowledge in front of a jury that a YSL was a criminal organization, which like y'all had a 64 dang page RICO charge. I guess y'all was a criminal organization. I'm not gonna I don't think that's too big of a stretch for me to say it. Like that'd be like if I go up and be like, oh no, little Tony from New York is part of the mob, and I say the mob is a criminal organization. Like I didn't snitch. Like I don't know. That was
like saying the Bloods and the Crips are indeed gangs,
right?
And that's just it.
Well, hold on. The well, at least the Crips anyway. I don't know about the Bloods, but they were neighborhood organizations designed to protect the community.
I think both of them were started by like former Black Panthers. So
yeah, that was way back.
Something like
no, I know.
I'm pretty sure niggas now have lost that plot.
No, I know. It's always funny when I'll see somebody stupid on Twitter like try to make that point, and I'm just like, yeah. First off, everybody already knew that. Second off, that was back in like 1972. We're talking about right now.
They went from "we shall overcome" to like "go ahead." Go ahead. that's by The Game, who's also a member of the Bloods. Anyway, I read the headline and like a little bit of the body shortly before I got on here, but it said that a gamer, the New Jersey kid named something Kang, he was like an Asian kid, he flew. I don't know if he flew or what. He traveled down to Florida to try to assault someone he was playing a video game against. And I was just like,
why?
Serious in this month. I don't know. Like, I guess the rage was real. He was like, nah, I'm getting this motherfucker. Okay.
It gets real.
I don't know. Like the video game community is in shambles right now anyway.
Oh my God.
Everybody's talking about that dude, Dr. Disrespect. Like,
well, what happened with him?
He's been popular for a long time, and apparently like he got banned off of Twitch, and somebody I think that works for Twitch now or used to work for Twitch like implied that the reason he got kicked off was like he was messaging a minor or something. And then I think like within like the past day or two he like I don't know if he straight up admitted it, but he kind of said some stuff that alluded to the fact that, like, I did that, like, which is crazy. like,
it's like every other gamer or somebody that's just been out on the internet for like a long time is messing with kids. I'm just like, why are y'all messing with kids?
Also, if that was the reason that you got banned on Twitch, because apparently he's been going at Twitch for a while. And I'm just like, if you knew that was the reason, me personally, I'd have shut up. Like, I wouldn't have said anything. Like, especially if you knew that was the reason. Like, you knew you was wilding anyway.
You gotta be like EDP, just be quiet.
But he's like, this is normal. Like, you should just accept me. Like, that's fucking stupid.
Especially because he's white. Like, he'd have got away with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
You know, especially because he's like like most of his fans are white gamer kids anyway. They'll forgive anything. Like
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, dude,
Especially
that's
like if they're young, because back in
yeah,
the good old days with Tentacion, like the little kids, like, no, he didn't hit her at all. What are you talking about? Even though like,
mm,
it's obvious, yeah,
yeah,
he was striking that poor lady, unfortunately.
yeah.
But
But the EDP, what you brought up EDP, that was the same thing with him. Like most of his fans was like little cringy white kids. That's how he kept coming back until they
really,
realized he was black, and then they was just like, on second thought, we ain't gonna support him no more. Like, well, because like that's how he got popular. He was like the black dude that little white kids love to laugh at. You know
mhm.
what I'm saying? And then like after the second time he got caught, they was like,
I
well,
forgot he got caught again.
he got caught like 3-4 times.
What the fuck is
Like,
wrong with this guy?
Wow.
like, nah, the worst was this is not funny, but it's also funny. So they caught him trying to meet up, like, because he got like tricked by these dudes online. And in the video, this is the one that went real viral. This was like the second or third time he got caught. He went to the house and they was asking what he was doing there. And he said, "I was trying to buy a cupcake." And I'm just
Oh,
like, "What are you talking about?" Of all the
I
excuses
remember
he
that.
gave, he said, "Man, I'm
Oh
just
my
here to
god.
buy some cupcakes."
Man said, I just came to pick up a cupcake. Oh my
And
god.
then like right
J-
before he walked away, he tried to like do this little weird fist bump with one of the dudes who tricked him.
He's like, I don't fist bump guys like you.
Oh my god, it was so funny. I mean, like the situation itself is not funny. Obviously, what he was trying to do is wrong. But I was not expecting the words to come out his mouth. Of all the excuses that man could have gave, he said, I'm just trying to buy a cupcake."
I mean, it's like, I don't know.
Oh my
I get
god,
it. Like, you're not gonna admit anything like that on the
bro!
spot.
I don't
But
lie
at
to
the
say
same
I was trying
time,
to buy crack before I said that. Like,
right? Like,
If you like that response, you'll love watching like reruns of To Catch a Predator.
oh my goodness,
Them
oh,
niggas said
Oh
anything.
yeah.
bro. When he be reading them nasty ass messages back to them, and they have no
God.
be like,
Right.
No, the usernames be the worst.
Yeah.
Like
We
ass
do.
crack
man,
2000. It's like, god damn, that shit.
Oh
That
no,
shit
I
was
did
good.
think it was funny. Was it like a couple? I think it was like 2 years ago. I think that dude, the host, I think went to jail on some like DUI stuff.
What?
Yeah,
What
which is
happened to
like,
oh
that?
yeah. Well, he also like it was like some financial shit he got in trouble for too, right?
oh, he was scamming people too. Dang,
I
that's
think, I
crazy.
think, I mean, I don't quote me on it, y'all, but I think, yeah, 'cause I thought it was like some white collar shit he was doing. But
That'd be funny if he was like stealing them dudes' credit cards, like while they was getting arrested. He just been running
right,
credit
yeah,
cards.
but that's the thing though, right? Like if you're on Catch a Predator and he actually does it correctly, it's like ain't nobody gonna give a fuck about you like doing the money
Right,
fraud compared to the people that you be like catching.
right.
Like, you know what I mean?
No, it was. I remember just seeing people was joning on him because they was like, "Bro, can you imagine he ended up in a cell with one of the dudes he put away?"
Oh my
Like,
god.
oh man. But no, I'll yeah. I think he got out, like, because again, he's a rich white dude, so I think he
Mhm.
probably got away with it. But that'd be funny if he was just doing like PPP loan scams, like
Yeah,
he's just doing stupid stuff.
I mean that the PPP loans, like that Mosby woman from Baltimore, like I remember I saw her name in the news. I was like, what's
Yeah,
going on?
Marilyn
What's the
Mosby.
scandal? Yeah, but apparently, yeah, she got caught with the PPP shit going on. But my thing
Yeah,
is though,
hers
like,
was like a little bit more than that though. Like hers was like
okay,
straight up like falsifying loan applications so her mama could buy a house.
yeah, which is unethical as hell,
Right.
right? But at the same time, I do believe
Is it?
the police.
What
She went after
Diana said, is it?
she. Cause she went after those, because she was the one who tried to prosecute those police officers who murdered Gray.
Right.
But I feel like that's like a retaliatory thing. Like, oh hell yeah,
Oh,
we
for
got her on
sure.
this PPP. We're gonna put
Oh,
her
for
ass on
sure.
the motherfucking news.
If she so much as even jaywalked, they was gonna get her or something. Like you should know whenever you took off, the police they got you forever. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
Gang
you on,
too.
yeah,
They
oh
are, yeah.
for sure. Like
Like what Tupac say? Who's the biggest gang of niggas in the city? The niggas are the cops. Like
For real.
what was it? I mean, like that's why was it when it comes to like a lot of those brutality cases, like a lot of the DAs and stuff are scared
Mhm.
to prosecute those cops because the cops do retaliatory stuff. Like for instance, if they need like a cop on a witness stand for something, they'll like do something ignorant or like talking about like they're not gonna go or they're not gonna like try to work with the DA or nothing. Like so the DAs don't want to get ostracized in the office, so they all go with it and protect
Mhm.
the cops and stuff. Like this is a whole cycle of like intimidation.
Yeah, that blue line is real.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
Again, unless if you're black, like, what was that? What was that? I forgot what city that was in. Where it's like there was like those 5 black officers like beat the dude to death. Like,
That I think it was Memphis, wasn't it?
oh, okay, yeah, they gave them up extra quick, like because most of them was black. Like I think there was only one
Yeah.
white dude in the bunch. Like oh yeah, the police was more than happy to give them up, and I know they was probably sitting there like, "Hey guys, blue lives matter." Like no,
Not you.
white blue, like white blue.
Yeah, America reminds you that you're black really quick. That's
Yeah. It's great.
For sure. Like was it? That's what I'm saying with like Candace Owens. Like I know this is a weird pivot, but like Candace Owens, she got bounced out by like Daily Wire, and now like they calling her all sorts of like anti-Semites and stuff, and all and like how she's
Oh.
crazy and stuff like that. Which she's definitely anti-Semitic. Don't
yeah,
get me
and
wrong,
crazy.
but like they knew that when they hired her. Like they hired her for that reason.
Right.
Like, but now she's crazy because she's the like the ungrateful black chick who screwed them over and everything.
But
Like,
but there's still like that corner of weirdos online who they're Nazis themselves, so they're like,
yeah,
yeah, Candace is telling the truth. It wasn't that bad at all.
yeah, yeah.
So
No, yeah, no. That's a lesson. Like a lot of them, like right leaning or like bootlicking type of black people never seem to learn is like
right,
that money's only good when you on their side. Like
right.
if you speak out of turn once, like they coming. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
And
Okay.
and and what's that dude's name? What's that little man name? Terrence Williams or some shit.
uh I
He
be
is
feeling
still
bad for him,
trying.
bro.
He
He
is
be
still trying to get that bag. I mean, maybe he already got it because he still be making them videos.
I don't know. He like because when it comes to like the Donald Trump political stuff, I always like to think of it in like 3 sort of phases. Like there's like the the early like campaign into presidency phase. Then there's like the January 6th ish phase when people didn't like him no
Mhm.
more, and now there's like the new phase where he's like coming back and
He's
talking about like he's about to
persecuted
save
and
the
all
country and
that.
everything. Yeah, he was more so an early presidency phase. Like he was cool. He got his picture with Donald Trump and everything.
He was so happy too.
Oh my god, he looked like he just met like Jesus. Like it was so sad. I keep saying he's secretly Trump's black kid. Like
Oh my
like he
goodness.
finally got to be
So
his
like,
daddy.
do you
But
like? Is it a grift anymore with him though? Like, I think he might be dead ass.
oh yeah, I don't know because I'd be so confused with him because sometimes I think he lied, but then like well, sometimes I think he actually believes it, and then there's other times where I think he's lying. Like for instance, the time I thought he was lying was when he was trying to sell them people pancake mix. Like remember
that.
He had his own like.
Why did he go on the gold grift like everybody else does?
Yeah, he tried to like jump in the pancake mix. I'm just like, you trying to sell right wing pancake mix, dog? What are you doing?
You ain't Aunt Jemima, nigga. Aunt Jemima probably wasn't an exception.
Oh, you know good and well he would have wore a slave outfit for the pancake mixes.
I hope he had a little more dignity than that.
He'd have called himself Cousin Remus or something like.
Bruh. Oh my god, like Lavendar and Diana, like if y'all ever seen, you probably have seen a video of his, but just didn't know who he was. But like he's like this short black dude. He's always got like a MAGA hat on. And when he got like the 34 counts, this man was on his Twitter like, America, this is bull crap.
America, this is bull crap.
Like
his voice,
my president, Donald J. Trump, is being persecuted by and it's always the left. They always say something like the radical left, the liberal elite, whatever us versus them rhetoric. Like it's such a shame.
Laughing at black conservatives is sad, but it's also very funny because I seen this one a couple weeks ago. It went viral on Twitter. This dude like posted this video of him sitting in like first class of the of an airplane, and you know he boarded first and everything, and the caption on the video was I wore my special shirt so they all had to see, and the shirt said I'd rather vote for the felon, and he was sitting there like looking smugly at everybody on the like coming on the plane, kind of like almost like he was like showing the shirt off, hoping somebody would say something.
Right.
And so like imagine people's walking this way, and he's sitting there like.
It
was like, I'm sitting there like, you dipshit.
Like, and I'm just like, bro, you recorded yourself for 3 minutes of nobody saying nothing to you. Like, that is sad.
But that's the sad part. He's gonna upload that to TikTok or YouTube or whatever. And he's going to say, liberals are upset, all caps. And it's going to get 1 million views. You don't need talent to be...
Well, you got to have a little talent. Like, you got... Like, especially if you want to, like, grift them people, you got to really be able to act. Like, I'll give it to Candace Owens, boy. She be acting her behind off for them white people. And that's why they pay her the big bucks. Like, you know, she be acting. I wish I could act like that.
I mean, it's just, I don't know, man. It's like...
Hey, man.
I got too much pride. I can't just sit there I just can't sit my black ass on TV. Okay, wearing a Blacks for Trump shirt or saying the same stupid bullshit. Well, you know, these gangster thugs are coming from, you know, from the Mexican border. They're sneaking in Al Qaeda terrorists because they look Mexican anyway, and they're the ones pushing the fentanyl in our kids' lunches, and that's why we got to charge these kids $3.50 for their lunches. But make sure you put the 10 Commandments in those Louisianas out the way. Nah, gun control, fuck that shit. You know what we really need? We need more guns in these streets, okay? Because it's
You know, I just wish the black community would take responsibility for its actions, okay? You're just mad at me because I'm not on the plantation of the Democrats.
Oh, my goodness.
All right, I left the plantation, okay? You're just mad at me because I want my kids to have a father.
I'm telling, hey man, listen, I've been studying them people, man, and you know, like, listen, with the people I went, some of those people I went to schools with, bro, I got the background. I could easily start grifting them people for money. If I'm ever down bad and y'all see me with one of them red hats on, y'all know why.
I remember, like, I was talking to a friend. We was just DMing each other on Facebook, and he was talking about, you know, that was the big boogeyman, the critical race theory, you know, the CRT, right? Which is basically just Black history.
Yeah.
But he was saying all the talking points, and I'm like, what the fuck? You was not this crazy a year ago. What the fuck is going on here? It's like, see, that's what I mean. They're teaching our kids how to be victims. No, they're just teaching what the fuck happened. Like, I've never in my life have I watched My Friend Martin and think, damn, you know what? All I'm gonna be is just a lowly black man who's gonna get beat up by white people. I am a perpetual victim all the time. I never thought like that. I was like, damn, white people was tripping back then. And this is kind of scary to me because I'm like a 6-year-old and I'm watching, footage of people getting sprayed and getting hounds put on them. But never thought like I'm a victim forever. No. Like, I don't know.
Right.
It's crazy, man. Them types is crazy. But yeah, the grifters especially is the ones that fascinate me because like it takes nothing of real talent or anything to become famous in
Oh,
them circles.
I'll tell
Like
you. Okay.
that white chick. There was a white chick who literally like she messed it up because she posted a picture of her kid and the kid was biracial and them white people got
Mm.
mad. But she almost became real big recently. She was on TikTok and she like was saying the N word and stuff. It's a white girl,
Oh, I know who you're
Oh
talking
yeah,
about.
yeah.
young white girl. Yeah,
She specifically said broke ass niggas. She was like
yeah. And
50
I
or
was
some
like,
shit.
which is crazy because like when I seen it going on Twitter, like nobody like said anything in the caption. They just posted the video. So I'm watching it. I'm like, why do I keep seeing this girl come like this same video keep coming up? So I opened it and she was talking about like how her husbands are broke or so or like how like her friends' husbands don't have any money and then I'm like okay and then she said yeah that's because they're with a bunch of broke. I'm like, whoa! I was like, what?
And then
Man.
she posted a follow up video because people was mad. And she was like, "Yeah, I had to really do some digging, and I still couldn't find a fuck to give." And I
Oh,
was
okay.
like,
She
"Whoa!"
doubled
No, no,
down.
I think I know
but
who you're talking
again,
about now.
but
Oh my god.
I seen people was like, yo, stop getting mad at this chick because this is exactly what she
Yeah, they
wants.
was like, "Ignore it."
And immediately she was on like 10 different like racist people podcasts. You know what I'm saying? And she almost cracked that barrier of getting some money. But then they found a picture of her son, and her son looked like a little half Asian baby, and they was disgusting.
Oh wait. Oh, he was a
Oh
half
wow.
Asian. Okay. I thought you said he was half black. I already knew the comment.
Nah, nah,
She,
nah. I
she
don't think
paid the coal toll.
no, I don't think the baby's black. To me, the baby looked
uh,
like half Asian or like half
well,
Mexican.
hold on. Well, Asian people are supposed to be honorary white people. I guess not. I don't know.
Not
Nah,
for her to
not
be trying to get in with the podcast people she was trying to get in with.
yeah, yeah,
And broke
no,
ass
not with them type folks. Like they was,
niggas.
yeah, and now like she kind of has a decent amount of buzz, but that I'm
Yeah,
telling you,
that
she was
killed it.
almost there. She was almost there.
You had to
She
show
should have
that
went.
mixed child.
She should have went and scrubbed the pictures off her social media before that.
Mhm.
But no, like that's like there was like a lot of people was telling people who kept getting mad, like, "Yo, this is what she was. Do not engage with this chick." And immediately there was all these videos. The woke left is trying to cancel this young girl for speaking her
Yeah,
mind.
like, wait, you're speaking. Okay, but like, I don't know. Like, but I'm conflicted by stuff like that, right? Because obviously, like, yeah, like the more attention you give to a troll, like,
Yeah,
the
Right.
more prominent they'll be. But at the same time, it's like if you let people just spew shit without being challenged, like Richard Spencer, right? He was smart enough to not be all like nigga this, nigga that.
yeah,
He was all polished. He said all his racist shit, but well, if you just look at, blacks are 13% of the population, but why do they commit 50% of the murders? I wonder, yeah, like almost like pit bulls, right? You know what I mean? Like he'll like say some shit like that sounds unoffensive, but you're like,
nah. But
Right.
so here's to me
like
the difference with that, right? That dude, everybody, even though he dressed it up, everybody knew what that dude was, right?
right.
Whereas this chick, like because I went and looked her up on TikTok, like when the controversy was happening, I could see exactly what she was trying to do. She wanted the viral moment, like you know what I'm
Mm.
saying, and that to me is like the difference when you can tell that there's somebody who is itching for a viral moment like that. There's no point in hyping her up and giving her like a chance to get it. You know what I'm saying? Because that was the battery that she needed in her back to push it over. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I think she was a lifeguard. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
Like
wow.
Yeah.
And then she got fired, and then she started talking about, oh, well, they don't like me because I speak my mind, and then boom, all these podcast appearances and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And that's when I was like, bruh, like all y'all did was just like was give her the platform that she wanted. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
and you could tell from that initial video too when she said the N word, like that was some, it was like some like old 2015 troll bait type stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
she was looking for the response and she got it. You know what I'm saying? That's where I was kind of like, bruh, let this girl die off in the obscurity. And whereas now, even though like the real racist people like don't mess with her and stuff, I'll say she still has enough of a platform, even if she won't get all of the fame she wanted, she still has some to capitalize off. You know what I'm saying? Whereas, like, if people would have just left her alone and let her sit there in her corner and be stupid and racist, she's just been another white girl on the beach as a lifeguard. You know what I'm saying? You could have just left her and told her to shut up with her Asian baby.
But that just kills me though. Just like, hey, yeah, the people who hire me as a lifeguard all of a sudden don't want to be associated with a racist. I'm the victim, you know?
Right.
Well, it's like I felt the same way, and I wish like I could go back in time and tell myself not to be mad at that Caitlyn Bennett girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, because that's exactly what happened with her. She posted that picture of her at her graduation with that big old gun strapped across her back. And people was like, "Oh, you look goofy walking through the campus with this big old gun. You look stupid." And then what happened after? She immediately went off Fox News talking about how people hate her and stuff like that. And then she was able to create her own like
platform,
like and she went almost like 4 or 5 years grifted off of that. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely she was an idiot. Like,
yeah, that was the only thing that saved us, from hearing about her in the mainstream was just like she was stupid. Like,
then like what? Someone found like a picture of herself with like shitty pants or something like that.
That happened early, actually. That was so it was like when she like after some of the Fox News appearances and stuff, it was like somebody at Kent State was like, "Ain't you the girl who pooped yourself at the party?"
Which I wouldn't wish that experience on nobody. I wouldn't want to be infamous for getting so drunk that I shat myself. But still,
again, though, nobody would have known that if she hadn't been going around acting crazy.
That would have just been a Kent State story, like,
exactly. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got friends who went to Kent State, and nobody ever told me that story. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't hear that story until after she popped out doing all that crazy white ring stuff. But yeah, luckily, again, she was more so like an early Trump, like
yeah, that was
like era person too. And like after Trump kind of fell off, she definitely fell off. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't see her.
I think they also like, I don't know if it was like her files or like maybe her boyfriend's files, but like, like they found out that she's like full Nazi too. So it's just like, well, shit.
Which is crazy with her racially ambiguous boyfriend. Every time I see him, I'm in a certain light, he looks light skinned, and in another light, he looks like a white man. So,
who's that dude from the Proud Boys? Enrique Terrio.
Enrique Terrio.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, they hate you too. Like,
yeah, they especially hated him after they found out he was snitching to the FBI.
Right.
Oh man, it's crazy, man. It's like that whole world. Like, I know, like, I hate to like constantly talk about that stuff, but that whole world is just so fascinating to me.
It is
all those people. Like,
you know what? Like, I fell for it too. Like, a little bit like back in like what 2015 and stuff like that. Like, like back then it was like anti-SJW. Because like, yeah, these goddamn SJWs are ruining our media. Why can't I make fun of Islam without some motherfuckers trying to call me racist? Which I still feel that way. But now I understand that they were grifting me the whole time. Like, the only thing that stopped me from going fully down it, at least personally me, was A, being black, and B, being atheist, I guess. And I was like, hold on. No, wait, no. That's wrong too. But
that was me with the Joe Rogan podcast. I'm not gonna lie.
But he used to be not that.
No, I know he used to just talk about funny videos and fight stuff. But like every once in a while, he say some stuff. I'm like, that's weird, Joe.
Yeah.
Like, why you say that?
But now it seems like he just surrounds himself with right wing niggas. But
yeah.
But every now and then he'll still have like normal episodes where he's like talking to a rapper or to a fighter.
Terrence Howard.
Oh, jeez.
Diana Lavendar. I don't know if y'all saw Terrence Howard on the Joe Rogan show, but it was very funny.
I saw clips.
Yeah, I saw clips of it. Yeah.
Terrence Howard to invent it again? Like what?
He said he has 32 different patents on file, but the big thing he claimed was that he invented a new form of math. I think it's called like teriology or something like that.
I think that's the first clip I seen.
Teriology.
What's the Neil? What's that dude name?
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yes, he had a TikTok where he was like, "Yeah, Terrence Howard went on Joe Rogan and said that I shitted on his essay that he sent me about this new whatever." Yeah. And he was like, "That's not what I did. Let me show you what happened." So he like went through every page and broke it down and showed people like, this just doesn't make sense. This doesn't have science behind it. Right. Like you're just making shit up right here. And then he's like, but it's like he was explaining it like people who are in the science community actually appreciate when other scientists sit down and read their stuff and give.
Yeah, it's called peer review. That's what's supposed to happen. Like it happens in the history profession too. Actually, in most major academic professions, you're supposed to get stuff peer reviewed. Like that's how that works. But Terrence, didn't want the mains.
You see, what's the ivory? What do they call it? The ivory tower? Like no, it's the ivory tower that. They don't want us to put they don't want to push the real research out.
Hey, babe. Why y'all messing with my pages, babe? Why y'all messing with my bath, babe?
Skinny, please tell me that my paper just fell in the toilet, Skinny.
Well, he shouted to his wife, "You in charge? I'm in charge."
Oh my god!
Hard out here for a pimp.
Yeah.
That should be Hustle and Flow 2. It's just him instead of making mixtapes, he trying to get his math taken off. Get his math taken off.
Hey man, it turns out
out here for a mathematician,
right? Man, I discovered that you don't need Arabic numerals, man.
Nah, bro, that man, he's funny, bro. He also said he invented like a new type of gun that doesn't shoot bullets; it shoots like energy pulses or something like that. And I'm just like,
okay,
oh, Terrence,
Terrence.
I think I told Tenzin this. I'm like, he accidentally read the original script for Iron Man 2 when he was still in it. And that's like he thinks it's his invention. I'm like, no, Terrence, that was Iron Man. That was you.
That was Iron Man, not you. Okay. But what is it with like
him? I don't know.
No. I guess it's like because when we was talking, I was like, I mean, it's the fucking B.O.B. bullshit all over again. Like when B.O.B. like, yeah, the Earth is flat. Like, damn, way to tank your fucking career, dumbass. I'm sorry. I mean, I still respect you, B.O.B.
But Terrence Howard always been like this, though. At least with B.O.B., it was weird because it came out of nowhere. I think the reason it's more quote unquote acceptable for Terrence Howard is he's always been weird. Like. Mm-hmm. Like this is the same dude who like had a public beef with Jamie Foxx and it was like making diss records. Like,
I didn't hear them because my mom had one of his CDs, but it was more like folk songs or something. So I would have
never expected somebody who was in The Best Man 2, and who was with fucking Cookie in that show.
Empire.
I expected him to be the one to try to make a new math and
right.
I don't
That
know.
just goes to show how good an actor he is, because like,
Yeah.
especially when he's playing like stuff in like black movies and black TV shows, he seems like, even though he'll be like off the wall, he'll seem like kind of like a regular dude. It's just crazy. It's like you said, it's crazy to think he played Lucius Lyon, and then as soon as Lee Daniels said cut, he'll go to his regular voice. He'd be like, "Okay, so I'm trying to figure out my new hypothesis for my math, and if everybody can please,"
Oh my
and they sit there like, "What? What are you talking about?"
God.
So, like, I was thinking on this episode, Lucius can talk about how 1/10 isn't real and how one is part of the whole. And why would Lucius say that? Why would
Yeah,
why would Lucius say that,
you
Terry?
know the idea. You know the idea is done. Lee Daniels got to be like, nigga, what the fuck?
He
I'm
played so many
done.
ignorant characters. It was like when he must have partied too hard one night and like took some shrooms, like way too many shrooms, and
You know,
never
It's just
like
so.
I don't have any other explanation for that.
That's what I'm saying. It's like you said, like even when he plays larger than life characters, they feel weirdly down to earth. Whereas like
Right.
his like real life persona, he don't feel like he's part of this dimension. Like when you hear him do them interviews and stuff, I just be like, what are you talking about?
that's why I started watching more Terrence Howard interviews.
Bruh, his interviews be so funny because like there be times I just be like, I'll be wondering what the interviewers think. Like I'll be like
Right.
His agent thinking like shut up.
who?
His agent
Oh,
was like, probably
I
like,
had to fire my agent because they could not solve one of my math tests. So I essentially became my own agent as well as my own accountant because I'm the only one who can do my math.
Oh my
you
god!
know what? I wonder I wonder if he tries to use his own math to do his taxes. His ass will probably be in jail. But-
I'm about to say, I bet he'll be doing that on them finances,
Oh,
boy.
no.
Because you know the IRS is coming.
Actually, I don't owe anything because according to Teriology, the government owes me.
you have the right to remain silent, Mr. Howard.
Yeah, bruh. Also, I want to know what the other 30-something patents he got filed on. Like,
Right.
I have to know. Like, he probably invented a time machine. I'm not gonna lie. Like, he probably got a patent for a time machine.
Clean.
Oh my god, bro.
Clean
He's
ass time machine.
Thieves.
Yeah, I got this. I saw the movie Stargate, so I may be at Stargate.
You know what? His ass will probably you remember on Futurama, like not the old dude, but like I was like a little kid, but like I don't know if he was like a clone of the old guy or like
Oh yeah.
be
It's supposed to be like him and Fry's other family member. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. So I remember when they explained how the ship moved, I was like, "Are you fucking serious?"
Yeah.
Like I can see Terrence inventing that because what did they say? It was something stupid. It was like it's like the ship doesn't move around the world; it moves the world around it. I'm like, how the fuck?
Nah, bro. Terrence Howard is just such a funny dude. Like I was saying, like now it's just like so funny picturing him on the sets of some of that other stuff.
Right, just weirding people.
Yeah, right in that stuff because he said he'd been working on this stuff for years. Like I'm just picturing him on the set of like Hustle and Flow, writing this instead of learning his raps for Hustle and
Right, he was on the Best Man. It's like
Flow.
Morris, get up here, Morris. What?
Tay Diggs said he would be a professor of teriology. No, I didn't say that. I didn't say
I know, right? Morris, I want to show you something. Not today.
And it's crazy because he's been to like, because he got money and everything. He's like spoke to like people at Harvard and stuff too about this. Like, I think he like hosted like a discussion at Harvard about it. Like, this is crazy. It's really wild. Like, Also, apparently in his thesis, he was quoting himself. Like, they said, Oh my
And
god,
see,
bro!
see,
That
and see,
man is so
B,
funny.
you was hating on Lil B speaking at MIT. All right,
I was.
Lil B
I
wasn't
officially got
pretending
to
to be a
withdraw that
scientist.
because at least Lil B didn't invent his own math. Like the craziest thing Lil B did is put curses on sports teams, but
And they worked.
and they did. Unfortunately, they worked. Thank God he didn't curse Pittsburgh. Thank God he didn't curse Pittsburgh because
No, I think like a mob of Pittsburghers would have like went to Oakland or where he's from.
yeah,
Like,
they
y'all
killed him.
take that shit so serious. I was watching that movie about that doctor who discovered CTE, and I'm like, bro, is this Texas
Concussion.
or Pittsburgh? Because yeah, he had a call like, hey, I don't know what you're doing, but you need to stop doing those experiments on those poilers.
Hey, you down there? You that doctor over there, over there, working with the Stillers, talk about how their heads are messed up. that's that's the Pittsburgh accent for those who aren't familiar. And if you think I messed it up, I promise you that's exactly how the white people sound.
Giant eagle.
Giant Eagle.
We're gonna take the jitney to Giant Eagle.
How about you just go back to Africa, okay? Because talking about how the Stillers got their brains messed up. Okay, I remember me and my pap used to work out. They used to play football down in the backyard. And I never got no concussion. But no, yeah, that's exactly how. And I emphasize definitely the white people in Pittsburgh is not mainly black people who sound like that. Is that disgusting accent is mainly the white folks. I don't know. I don't know why that's a thing, but they all sound like that.
Oh well, at least they don't say cheesed for
What?
anger. At least they don't say cheese to mean anger. So I mean that's
What's that? Toronto?
yeah.
That Toronto accent's the worst. That in terms of regional accent, Toronto definitely got the worst accent. That is awful.
I would
It's
still
just
cheese cronem.
yeah, no, I don't know if y'all ever heard Toronto people speak. It's not good. It's real bad. That's why when people make fun of Drake's accent, I'll be like, it could have been worse. It could have been worse. He, thank God, he came to America a couple
Right.
times before he left. Because if he had grown up strictly in Toronto and never been here, his Toronto accent could have been so bad, bro. I watched a video and I got like 10 minutes into the video with like this dude doing interviews of Toronto people. It's disgusting.
It's disgusting. I love that one.
It's
He said
terrible.
it's disgusting.
Fab, Crody, Fab, and like they like, and I think they're trying to do like a weird British slang, but they don't got the accent to support
Right.
it. It's it's
Yeah, because like at least when I hear Jack say "fam," it's real.
yeah,
Right.
right, yeah, no, it's that and like Minnesota accents are bad.
Minnesota, don't
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah,
Love
Minnesota.
Minnesota accents.
Really?
I think it's because I watched Fargo when it was in Minnesota.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was the thing that was so hard for me to watch Fargo. I kept hearing them accents. I'm like, oh my god, stop!
Where's that Bobby cartoon located? I'm sure his mom used to always say, "Don't you know?" Like so, like was that like supposed to be like in the Midwest too, or like?
I have no
I know
idea.
anything that goes, don't you know, that's most likely Minnesota. At least
Okay,
from what I've seen in
that's the only
cartoons.
thing I remember from that Bobby cartoon, except for his big ass head and his tricycle.
Diana, did you see the show or did you watch the movie Fargo?
The show.
Okay, yeah, okay. No, I watched the first season of the show. And yeah, that was the one. Every episode, it was so hard for me to take the crime seriously because they just all kept talking in them ugly Minnesota accents.
Well, let me ask, like, is that show like one of those like anthology shows where it's like different?
Yeah, every season I think is different, but I think like sometimes they'll have like
it kind of
they'll repeat the actor though, like they'll repeat the actor still. Because Chris Rock was on a season of Fargo, wasn't he?
Season 4.
Okay.
I didn't see that season, but wasn't he was like the head of like this black gang, and I think they were supposed to be going up against like the mob, right?
And shit, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, could you take him seriously in that role, or like if whoever saw it?
Not really.
Oh, okay.
Because he just looks so frail and like.
Listen, I
know.
thought that too, but there was one episode of Empire where
I was gonna bring up Frank Gathers. Yeah,
man, when he was Frank Gathers at Empire, it was weird because he was on like 4 episodes. The first 2, it was kind of crazy, but then he got on like that third one where he was torturing old boy in the prison. I was like, oh wait a minute, he kind of killing this a little bit.
Yeah, he was torturing D-Ray, right?
Yeah, he was torturing D-Ray Davis, and he was eating that steak while D-Ray was getting tortured.
I remember like because all the rumors were saying like, no, that wasn't steak, that was a piece of D-Ray's character.
Yeah, I'm just like, that was weird. Steak, they just randomly made him a cannibal, in the middle of Empire. But nah, it was crazy. Like, because I remember, because they kept hyping this character up all throughout the first season, and you kept wondering who was going to play him, and then out of nowhere, you just see Chris Rock, and everybody was like, "Why is Chris Rock the crazy gangster dude?" But he was in them last 2 episodes. He was kind of dope, but they killed him off kind of crazy. They have to do him like that.
Nah, it was the meme they made. Cause like you remember that meme they made? It was like like it's so like Terrence Howard walking away, but it was like everybody hates Chris. But like you hear his character screaming in the background like you know like
nah, bro. Yeah, man. No, I didn't see that season of Fargo. I wanted to though, because I was interested to see how he would do as like a gangster dude. I heard he wasn't too bad in
he was in one of the Saw movies, wasn't he?
He was dope with that. Cop, yeah. He was dope with that. That Spiral movie.
Okay, a Spiral. Yeah. That's what it was.
Yeah, yeah. It's supposed to be like a spinoff of Saw. It's like it's not the old man though. It's supposed to be like another like one of his disciples or whatever. But it's about like some dude killing dirty cops. And Chris Rock is supposed to be one of the main cops. He was dope in that. I bought him in that. Like, you know, that the only problem with him playing serious roles is when he starts like when he gets inflected and he starts yelling. I think of his stand up because he does that a lot. And so like when he's supposed to be screaming and stuff, I start laughing because I'm thinking about some of the stuff he did in his stand up. Because I used to watch all his stand-ups. And so those scenes is hard, but when he's like keeping it like tight to the chest and stuff, like he's cool in those roles. Like and I heard he wasn't too bad in that Amsterdam movie either.
Amsterdam?
I heard a lot of people didn't like the
movie. What was the synopsis of that? I didn't even hear that.
I think it was like Margot Robbie, Christian Bale, John David Washington. I think like it was supposed to be like 3 friends. I think they robbed somebody in Amsterdam or something like that. Like, I know there was a bunch of people in it, and it didn't do well, like at all.
Maybe stars for the movies be suffering, man. What's going on? Well, except for art, but
yeah, it's crazy. A lot of like, that's like, was it? I think another movie Margot Robbie was in with like Brad Pitt, that Babylon movie. I heard apparently that movie was good, and it got killed at the box office. So I don't know what be going on for real.
Yeah. Because, I hadn't seen it, but like that movie she made with Will Smith, I heard that didn't do as well as they thought.
Oh, Focus?
Yeah.
I didn't see it either. That was the one that everybody thought Will Smith and her was messing around behind Jada's back. And little did we know, apparently it was the other way around.
Right.
Oh, man. Did y'all see Bad Boys?
I still have not seen it.
No. The new one? No, not yet.
Dang, I seen it. It was dope.
Don't tell.
I wasn't gonna say. I was
okay.
No, I thought it was dope
because I heard it was. I hope somebody else told me it was dope.
Yeah.
So I was like,
apparently Will Smith went to one of the showings.
Oh yeah,
I seen that video.
What did he do? Like just there? Like
he just went there, watched the movie, and then he was walking out. He was like, "I hope you guys enjoyed it." Everybody was like, "Oh."
Nah, I mean, usually you can't go wrong with the Bad Boys movies, though. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know. They were hyping it so much. I was like,
they were
bad. Because I was like, why are y'all hyping it so? But it was on NFL halftime shows and all type of shit. I don't know.
It was everywhere.
And I was like, no, this is.
I can only speak on my personal opinion. Out of the 4, it wasn't my favorite.
What would you
Like,
say your favorite is out of the 4?
oh, definitely the second one.
2? Okay.
Yeah,
You're right.
yeah, that second one where
I
they went
like
to
2.
Cuba, that was hard. Like,
Well,
With
they put
Gabrielle Union?
so many fucking.
yeah,
Holy shit.
yeah, no, they was that movie went up, bro. That was dope. It was really dope. Yeah, to me, it's the second one, then the first one, then the third one, and then this last one.
Okay. I hadn't seen the 3rd or the 4th, so
No, that third one was pretty dope. It's just like I think it's harder now with the newer ones because like you could tell like
excuse me.
they about like one bad stretch away from being incapacitated, like because they're
But they
big.
at least age on the movies though. Like they at least point out their ages on the movie. Like, hey,
Oh, for sure, for sure. Like they try to play it like the jokes into these last 2 movies about them getting older, but like yeah, like you could definitely tell a lot of muscles was getting pulled on this. It's like
Yeah.
they was yeah, no. Whereas like in the first 2, like, like both of them had decent action scenes and stuff and they was fighting and everything. Like dude, I think one of my favorite fight scenes ain't even one of Will Smith's. It's like Martin Lawrence. I think in the first one, he was fighting this big like biker dude in the bathroom in the first one, and he was like whooping him and stuff. And I was like, oh, like I think,
skinny Martin Lawrence was getting down on that movie. Okay, like,
oh, for sure, for sure. I mean, I think he had a better scene in that one because obviously he was the main draw of the movie.
Mhm.
Like
Right.
literally, they casted him first. Like
okay, yeah, because he did have. Well, hold on. Well, I think they were kind of the same as far as star power, though, right? But I know his show was successful back then as well.
no, but when it came to the casting, they didn't want. Well, originally they wanted it was supposed to be 2 white guys, and then
of course
they scrapped that, and then they went to Martin Lawrence, and then I forgot who they wanted for Will Smith's part. I think it might have been Eddie Murphy. I'm not 100% sure.
Probably.
Don't quote me on it.
How was that?
But whoever they originally wanted had backed out. So then I think Martin Lawrence was like, "Bro, why don't we get Will Smith up in here?" And they was like, "Nah." Like they was like, "You mean the Fresh Prince dude? Absolutely not." Like, and I guess like he like fought for Will Smith to get cast, and then the rest was history.
But I mean, but what? So I'm guessing Independence Day and stuff came out after Bad Boys.
I think Independence Day was
Oh,
first,
yeah.
but for some reason,
Yeah,
like,
but so as successful as that movie was, like, why wouldn't they have wanted?
No,
Well-
Independence Day came out after, I think. After the first Bad Boys.
After.
Because like
Sounds
Bad
right.
Boys like kind of skyrocketed him, didn't it?
Oh, okay,
I thought
okay. I didn't know
Independence
that.
Day was first, but I could be wrong. But even when you factor in Independence Day, though, technically that's not his movie. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's a decent part in it for sure, but like, if you take Will Smith out of that movie, the movie don't really change. Like,
Hell nah, bro.
It's
Don't
boring
do
as
that.
hell.
Don't do that to Will Smith for Independence Day. That's a
The
Will
most-
Smith movie.
Think about it. Think
No.
about it. The most memorable scene from that movie is the speech. Guess where Will Smith is during that whole scene?
Nobody
Not
talks
there.
about that fucking speech. Fuck, hell no.
That's the part that everybody quotes from that movie all the time, and Will Smith is not in that part at
No,
all. Like
it was Will Smith and the dude from Jurassic Park. Wasn't that the dude?
Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum. No, those was the niggas, man.
He
Those
didn't
was
have to do no heavy lifting for that movie at all. He did not. That dude, like, you could have got any other black actor to play Will Smith's part.
No,
Yes.
you won't do. No, you can't say that.
I can.
I disagree firmly.
You could have got Wesley Snipes to play that part, and it still would have
Ew.
been the same. Yes.
No.
Yes.
Sorry, Wesley. I didn't mean to say ill like that.
I'm
But
about to
no.
say that was crazy too. I was like, wow, dang, what happened to Wesley? What we
No. I feel like Will gave it just enough pizzazz, just enough funny.
Also, all right, so yeah, y'all was right. Bad Boys came out before Independence Day.
Oh, okay. So Bad Boys was the one that
Yeah.
hyped him up, like movie.
Listen. Will's my dog, okay? He was not needed in Independence Day. You did not need Bro, you could have had Dwayne Martin in there and still been the same movie.
Why are you trying this again? No. Shut up.
All right, there was nothing.
So basically, like insert, somewhat famous black actor.
Insert, any famous black 90s actor at the time. You definitely could have put him in there.
So wait. So
No.
this is gonna be an extreme example. So let's just say instead of Will Smith, it was David Allen Greer. It'd still been good. No offense to David Allen Greer. I mean, he probably would have done a good job. But
God damn.
I mean, I just had to pick the most random or Damon Wayans. Like, you think Damon Wayans would have?
Damon Wayans definitely could have done it for sure.
Yes, bitch.
That was Keaton who did that.
That was Keaton. Oh,
yeah,
that was Keaton.
That was Keaton. Okay. Also, Keaton would have killed that part too.
Well, he is the OG Wayans, so
and he's the best actor out of all of them. Like Keaton Wayans is definitely the best actor out of all of them. Like,
you know what? Yeah,
in terms of pure acting, not comedian.
Yeah.
That's Shane, right? Keaton he played.
Yeah, he was Shame. He was in that one Steven Seagal movie, which like
where he like those guys with a
when he killed him with the straight razor. Yeah. The Glimmer Man, which I couldn't imagine working with Steven Seagal anyway, but having to be his co-lead on that and being black too. Oh Lord,
black.
Bro, you know good and well Steven Seagal was putting him through it, boy.
Yeah.
Steven Seagal, man.
I don't know though. Like was he weird even back then? Like I thought.
Yes. Steven, there's so many horror stories of Steven Seagal on sets. The worst they said is the stunt doubles. They said like he be fighting them for real. Like with stunts you gotta do the fakes and stuff like that. Yeah, Steven Seagal be punching stunt doubles for real. Like, be punching, kicking, all types of stuff. Like, and they say he been doing that forever. Like,
he still make movies.
Oh yeah, he be
come on, about DVD a year ago.
Yeah,
movies.
DVD.
Many reviews.
Man, I seen this one with him and Mike Tyson, boy, and this came out had to be like 2017 or 18.
Oh my goodness! Did he have the goatee?
Yes, he had that ugly jet black goatee. He was moving mad slow because he no shade, but he ain't under siege Steven Seagal no more. Okay,
right.
I'll just say that. And he was doing all his little fake kung fu and stuff, and he was supposed to be fighting Mike Tyson, and Steven Seagal is bad fame. So there's one part where Mike Tyson's character is winning. And you can definitely tell that was a stunt double at Steven Seagal, because he probably said, "I ain't about to sit here and be punched." And I'm just like, because he got the thing like he got this thing like kind of like The Rock got in his movies. Like he don't like to lose on camera, and the thing people be telling him is like, "Bro, you're not fighting for real. You're acting." Like
that's so weird though. Cause I'm like, well, at least for The Rock, I'm like, bro, like you pretended to lose a lot, okay? Like,
that was your whole thing. You're a wrestler, dog. Like, but like The Rock doing it is weird. But like, with Steven Seagal, it's just like this weird pride thing. Like, because I said that's the reason like he low-key got banned from Saturday Night Live. Like, because he wasn't funny. And he wouldn't take nobody's suggestions for jokes. He tried to do his own material. And like they had this one sketch, they said it was really weird where he pitched it, they said, and he like wanted to come into the scene and beat up a bunch of guys. Because I guess the original sketch was like, one of the actors accidentally knocked him out. Like it was supposed to be it was supposed to be funny, And he was like, "No, I don't think that would happen. Instead, why don't you guys like do it so like four guys come in and I just knock them all out?" And everyone's like, "Why? Why would we do that?" Like, nah, bro, that man's crazy.
That's why I like the Will Sasso parodies from Mad TV of him.
Yeah,
because like what? he was learning about voting. And
Yeah.
granted, this was Will Sasso playing Steven Seagal. But it was like an old lady that said, "Hey, young man, you should." He just like broke her arm. She was like, "Ah!" What?
No, bro.
And he just did the pose of.
Yeah. No, that's the thing. A lot of people like just don't know, but like, yeah, Steven Seagal is not in his right mind. He big crazy. Like that's not him getting old. Like they said back in the day. Like, well, it's like I was joking about that movie Under Siege. Like on Under Siege, I don't know if you ever actually truly watched it closely. He don't lose. He don't get a single punch landed on him that whole movie. He don't lose
Wow.
not one fight. He wins every fight. Nobody gets a punch laid on him. And it messes up the movie when you watch it now. Because now it's just like, bruh, this is so unrealistic.
Yeah,
Like, even in the Sylvester Stallone, Arnold Schwarzenegger movies, they be taking L's.
yeah,
Like, and then they get up and fight. That's
right.
Right.
what makes the movie good to watch. Like
Right.
Rocky gets knocked out every time. True, in Predator, that thing was whipping Arnold Schwarzenegger around them
Mhm.
trees, and he got up and killed it. Bruh, it's so boring just watch this whole movie and see Steven Seagal just whoop everybody. That's it. He just whooping
But
everybody. That's it.
I will say though, my guilty pleasure Steven Seagal movie. I forget what it's called, but the main villains were like this. It was a Jamaican gang. You know, like it was like during the whole anti-drug movement back then.
Was he doing a fake accent in it?
No, he was just Steven
Okay.
Seagal. But I think the co-star was damn, why am I always blanking on his name? You know, he played Goliath, Lavendar
Goliath.
from Gargoyles.
Keith David.
Yeah, Keith
Keith
David
David,
was
there
his
you go.
co-star, but it was just like it was just him fighting a Jamaican gang. I was just like, ooh, this feels so racist. But like,
You know he made a dance hall album, bro.
he did, yeah. But like,
What?
there was a scene on there where like the Jamaican dude had a white kid try crack. The kid, he's like, cool. This is so
No. Everything about Steven Seagal is so funny. Like I remember I did like just a deep dive on him. That's how I found out about the dance hall album. Like this man
Yeah,
really
say,
made a
like,
dance hall
he said, "I
album.
want your panani now," something like
And,
that, or your pun something.
yeah, it was crazy, and he was doing a whole Jamaican accent and everything. Like
Oh my god.
Oh
like
God.
same thing like when he get around Asian people, they say he be doing weird accents and stuff. Don't know the language at all, just be straight up faking the
Man.
language. And then it was same thing when he moved to Russia. Like that's why he still is over there.
Yeah, he's still over
He
there.
Wow.
he be doing weird Russian accents over there too.
Didn't you say that Jim Caviezel dude be pretending to know languages too? And like,
Oh yeah. Y'all probably don't know who that is, Jim Caviezel.
he
Y'all
was
remember the
good.
movie Passion of the Christ back in the day?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
dude who played Jesus.
Oh, okay.
He was just in another movie like for a conservative movie about like child trafficking. It was also like Sound of Freedom or whatever.
Oh, he was on
Uh,
it? Okay.
yeah,
Oh,
he
he
was
was
the
the main guy? Okay.
yeah. Well, he was in a show for a long time with Taraji P. Henson called Person of Interest. So he played like this ex-CIA dude. It was on CBS. It ran like 6 seasons.
Okay.
Uh, r- Recently, when he started doing all his weird conservative like Trump lover stuff a couple years ago, somebody who used to work on that show aired him out. It was like, yo, back in the day when we was working on Person of Interest, he was crazy. Like he was out of his mind. They said one of the things he used to do was like he used to pretend to know all these different languages, and he didn't actually know these languages. So when people would like come to the set or something like that, or if there was like an extra or something who spoke a different language, he would like instead of using the interpreter or something like that, he would straight up try to talk to these people, but he didn't actually know their language, and would swear to God he was speaking the real language, like sitting there talking to these people who just spoke it their whole life, and be sitting there like speaking like gobbledygook, especially like it was
Yeah.
just it was nuts. That and apparently there was one episode where his character had to save a gay couple, and he was ticked off about it. and like he was mad. They said he like threw a tantrum and was hiding out in his trailer like the whole day.
Oh my
And
goodness.
then finally the producers went to him, and I kid you not, like this person claimed that they worked on that show with him. So they said that this is 100% real. They said that the producers went to him and said, you need like put yourself in the mindset of the firefighters from 9/11 and how they saved people, whether or not they were gay or not. So I want you to pretend you're one of those firefighters when you're doing this scene. I'm
Yeah,
like, bruh, this man is crazy. That and apparently he was doing the Steven Seagal thing of like
not
trying
wanting to lose and stuff.
no punching stunt doubles and stuff.
Oh Lord. Okay.
Which, by the way, if I'm a stunt double who actually knows martial arts and you punch me in my jaw, you're
Yeah.
getting rocked.
Yeah.
Like I'm
You
like,
ain't gonna do it again. Like I might get fired, but you gonna think twice before you do it
let's
to someone
believe you're
else.
not hitting me like that. Like, ain't no way. Especially like old, like, dump body Steven Seagal. Like, I wish 50-year-old Steven Seagal would come up to me and try to punch me in my nose on the set of his straight to DVD action movie. I wish you would, dog. Like, getting a sweet chin music. Like, that's crazy.
Tune up the band.
Yeah, like that's wild. There's no way. But
So, Lavender, Diana, how y'all doing on time?
I was about to say we should probably wrap up. We
All
definitely.
right, I'm going to bed after this.
I was about to say we definitely went overtime. Like, yeah, I didn't even realize what time it was. But what was it? It wasn't too bad. Just chopping it
90-minute show.
Yeah. We usually like to just hang out like this anyway. It's better this way. I feel like. But that was another episode of the SOS, y'all. Thank y'all so much for joining us. We got Dope Diana in the building. We got Lavender in the building. Definitely plug some stuff before we sign up, y'all. Dope Diana, you go first. You got anything to plug?
Go watch my video on YouTube called "And That's Cool." And that's cool. Dope Diana. Follow me on everything _DOPEDIANA. And yeah.
Lavender, what you got?
Definitely, as we were saying earlier, follow our podcast at Sip Tea with Senpais. It's on my page. If you go to my Instagram, Lavender Money, on all socials.
All right. Definitely make sure y'all check that stuff out. Make sure y'all come back to us every Wednesday at 8 p.m. We do this all the time.
Please like and subscribe.
Definitely. Go
and
like.
Ring the bell. For the love of fuck,
ring the bell. Also, go look at the two skits that our brother did too on the page. We got those on our pages. They definitely are blowing up. Like, I keep getting notifications.
This is a reverse fade one.
Yo, the reverse fade one was hilarious. But definitely look those up. Follow everybody's individual pages too. We love y'all. Like I said,
donate to Luna's I don't know, cute pajama fund or something. I don't know.
But yeah, man, definitely every Wednesday at 8, we do this all the time. We try to be on time, but CP time, you know what it is. Anyway, we love y'all. Peace. We out of here.
Peace.
I'm gonna hold it. Yeah. History. There